Tape's rolling.
I need more desk space for empty cans.
Indeed. Quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio.
It's the party in the chair.
Yeah, it is.
Quiet.
I clicked that button. Has Laz clicked that button yet?
Zoom and video communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we
do something. Like start
something.
the show without open mic so nobody hears the cue to say, quiet on the set, when I say quiet on the set and you guys are talking and rambling right over the microphone. Yeah, right over the intro.
That was Laz.
I know, it's technical difficulty. I'm like, quiet on the set, you doing? It's like, oh shit, I never opened my mic up this morning. Oops.
Yes, and we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news, so you don't have to. Or you contribute all the bits that you have, so that way we play marbles instead of
that's right. Throw bits at us, otherwise we'll talk about Shroud of the Avatar.
That's right.
Bits for nips. Tell him, Shroud. Tell him, Shroud.
Bits for nips? What?
Bits for nips. That's right.
Yeah.
Bits for
Show
nips.
us your bits. We'll show you our
Yeah,
nips.
it's been interesting. I've seen several other male streamers out there streaming shirtless lately. Has there been a rule change on Zoom? I mean, on
probably
Twitch?
Not.
You've always been allowed to be naked or shirtless if you're a guy.
No, men have not.
No,
No, they never have. You've always had to wear a shirt.
You can be out on the beach or something shirtless.
Well, so you can wear a bikini, or as long as you're doing real life activities in an appropriate setting. There was a girl that did a stream wearing a bikini, and she was banned because
she was sitting at her desk in a bikini. Yeah.
Yeah, so
girls are always in their pools streaming.
Well,
Yeah,
they're usually in a very appropriate tank top that they get away with because they're females. But I've even seen guys get banned for wearing tank tops. So
Because you're submerged in water, it's okay. But if you're in a gaming chair, it's not.
it's you know what? It's one of them unexplained mysteries of the universe. Unexplained mysteries of the universe as we finally get everything telling me it's all working. Let's make those announcements out here. And let everybody in-game know that Laz is spamming those channels that you joined the most so that I can tell you that we are live. There's
and Shroud is standing on my screen. I loaded and I know he's sitting in my chair.
But there's no synchronization bugs in this game.
What synchronization bugs? Never.
You guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing here. It looks like a nice threesome going on over there. around
Lots of belly
Scrota.
dancing.
Have it
Lots
any
of
other way.
belly dancing.
He's wagging it in Scrota's face. It looks like it's belly dancing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's belly dancing.
But let's go ahead and get the game started out, right? We're going to open up first giveaway today, get that out of the way for starters. We'll pick that somewhere around the bottom of the hour right here on NBNN. Exclamation, I love free shit for a chance to win a mystery game key on the way out last night. A big shout out to Mom. Mom won herself a copy
Congrats.
of Slain Back from Hell, $12.99 value on Steam. So you want to get in on these giveaways because they can definitely be worth it. And if you want to just get a mystery game key and help support the stream, toss 300 bits at me. I'll send you a mystery game key. You don't know what it's going to be, but of course it helps support the stream, and more likely than not, you'll get at least your $3 back. So
you'll get something.
Help support the stream. Get yourself some mystery game keys. I've got loads of them, so don't worry about, send the 300 bits. I'll send the keys. Don't worry.
Econdis isn't on my stream yet. I don't know why, but he's there on yours.
Yes, well, as you're playing with yourself, so let's
I don't know what you're talking about. I had to make sure that it's working.
It's quality control. Quality control. That's that what we're saying?
Probably Steam doing some bandwidth hogging.
It's
Oh.
itching.
Okay.
Videos.
Well, so that might be related to something that Chris is doing.
Your audio's not hitching though.
Huh.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I logged in for the first time today, I logged in where I normally log in, over on my lot, over back there by my chair, and came around to your lot, and it literally took forever for your lot to load, which is unusual. I sat there for probably a minute and a half waiting for the lot to load, got onto the lot, and I couldn't sit in any of the chairs. So I actually had a reload coming in this morning in order to be able to sit.
There are
But as soon as
synchronization bugs.
So I don't know what was up with that, but it was really weird. First time I'd ever experienced it, where I couldn't sit on stuff. There you go, Econdis. Econdis is really getting into it over there.
Well, Steam doesn't say that it's downloading anything.
I don't know. Don't know.
Why are you slapping my loot like that?
He's not slapping your loot. He's not slapping your loot.
He's not slapping your loot. Since you're standing on both mine and Econdis' stream, you're sitting on your own client. He's slapping your butt as you're playing because you're too sexy for. And
That's right.
Econdis is way too sexy for his clothes.
Here, let me fix it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, now you're sitting.
Yeah, you're supposed to
I was
stand to
sitting
fix
before.
I
was
know.
sitting before. Yeah.
it.
Bugs.
Treasure pile, you just never know around here. It's just the way we roll. You know how it is.
Yeah.
All right, exclamation, I love free shit. We've got all sorts. Whoa, Econdis is doing bouncy. The heck is...
Well, that's probably related to the fact that he's like standing like partially on one thing and not on another. Now he's just bouncing around. Yeah, never
doing the bunny hop. There you go. I love this shit. I tell you.
On my
what.
side, he was actually on the chair. Well, this is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There we go. An upside down teabag.
It's got something.
The naked bunny hop. There you go, Treasure. There you go.
So we do have some Shroud related stuff for everybody.
We do. Where are we going today?
Let's go to the Twitterverse and then let's go to Scrota.
To Scrota. Oh.
Yeah.
You like Shroud? You like this?
I love Scrota. What are you talking about? What's not to love?
Me too.
Okay, so out in the Twitterverse.
I had another topic. I never got it in there today because I am just running so behind today.
I'm hoping that you did all the stuff on the yesterday because I was in that.
No, we hardly even touched that yesterday. We got started off on that one topic and train wreck thereafter. You know how that goes.
Okay, so
he was talking about hard patches and soft patches.
Hard patch, soft patch.
So let's go ahead and talk about the August 3rd tweets.
Yeah, we going August 3rd.
Or do you want to go to August 2nd since you didn't cover any of these tweets?
No, we'll go to August 3rd. August 3rd makes the most sense. Okay. And that actually happens to be right where my screen is. One and only?
So, One and Only is working on the issues with AMD and cycling dies. Hopefully, they'll have a fix for that soon.
Okay.
As pointed out by a player. Oh, that cycling dies come back in later tweets. So, as pointed out by a player,
it's not just an AMD thing.
Yeah. Oh, shh. Bug.
Oh, good anyways.
Bug.
Yeah. As pointed out by a player, the drop rate of the books of learning at the high levels was reduced by 25 to 75%.
Really?
This is because the XP reward from them at higher level was increased up to 10 times or more. This was not reflected in the description, but will be after today's patch.
Okay, so 25% to 75%. So is that like, a variable, or which is it? Is it 25% or is it 75%? Because that's a really large chunk of change. You know what I'm saying?
Only 50% error margin there.
Margin of error?
Yeah.
No, that would be
about variables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the build 20 hours ago, the build with the fix for the remaining items dragging issue is underway. The build will also adds the new elixir skills to the focus and tactics trainer. Sadly, since we cannot safely do incremental builds anymore, this likely will be a patch for tomorrow morning.
Now, I gotta say, yeah, good for him to stick to his guns on this and not do any more incremental patches, even if it's gonna slow us down a little bit on these patches. I would rather see him do a whole. Well, let's continue to move on, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah!
Exclamation! I love free shit. Get in on a
no
mystery game key.
Okay. Then, assuming the patch passes the smoke test, the next big item to be turned on will be the scaling damage resistance.
What?
Once that is done, I'll be returning to work on UE code to improve performance in large groups.
Scaling damage resistance. Okay. Now, again, this is one of them scaling damage resistance on NPCs, scaling damage resistance on players, scaling damage resistance for... Hello? I'm going to assume that it's on NPC critters because we have skills that play with damage resistance, right? So that wouldn't scale.
I read that differently.
Yeah, well, see, that's the whole problem.
I read it as, instead of fixing this critical bug that has been in for a couple months, I'm gonna do something else.
Well, that's another topic.
Then after that, scroll back up. Necronut got retweeted by...
Yeah, this was something interesting today, is he's actually done a couple retweets.
Yeah, good morning, Novia. I'm bringing gameplay and chat without any whining or half-hearted passive-aggressive insults. A novel concept. Join my Discord too. No hidden channels at all. Tune in 7:30 Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia time.
Necronut.
Ecstasy of gold.
Yes, and here's here's the good, the bad, the ugly soundtrack.
Come
Shots
back.
fired! Shots fired!
The Glass House of Karens.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I'm
Necronut and I have actually been discussing guild names and
I tell you what, well, if you look below you, you'll see who's a member of that guild. And Necronut happened to share the information with me as well. And I had the same exact idea you did, that everybody's first name should be Karen.
Karen, yeah. The Homeowners Association Guild has not been created yet, but it will. If it ever gets created, it should have the requirement that every character should be named Karen.
Karen.
Vote Scroda for president.
Yes. Then after that, we do have 5 hours ago, a minor fail in the build from last night. Fixed the issue and new build is underway for release around lunchtime.
Lunch! Which is what might be affecting...
No. That's just me running a crap ton of programs and running out of RAM, probably. I need to upgrade from 32 gigs of RAM to 64.
I just went from 16 to 32.
Yeah, and that's my next move. 32 to 64, absolutely.
Yeah, that's my next move.
I never have. Yeah, I mean, might as well just double it up and just go right to 128 and save that next upgrade. You know. Need a better processor.
And as I said, that those cycling die issues are going to be coming back. To those having issues with the latest AMD video drivers and special dies, can one of you try running the game from the command line with the dash force dash graphics dash jobs off and see if that fixes the hang?
Jobs off? What?
Yeah, I don't have an NVIDIA card, so an AMD card. So I couldn't tell you.
Now this is for those that the magic cycling die is causing the hanging issue, apparently.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the other issue.
That's a damn problem.
That's a damn problem.
Well, we'll
Ezekiel
talk about
Cooper in the house.
We'll talk about the damn problem in just a couple minutes. And then Chris also did retweet Radio Free Britannia.
WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Listen to two
remember,
idiots interpret the news around the clock.
Yes. That's right.
But yeah, I was actually surprised to see Chris actually do some retweets finally. So actually interacting with the Twitterverse out there.
Yeah, for some reason I do have some drop frames from my desktop today, and it's like, don't know why.
The Glass House of Karens.
The Glass House? Oh.
Yes.
Shroud of the Avatar is abusing the living fuck out of my processor.
Is it?
Like my processor's dinging 90+% usage.
Let me take a peek at what I'm sitting at today. Let's see what it's doing.
And it's currently using 7.5 gigs of RAM to sit on the lot and do nothing.
Yeah, it's chewing up processing power like a hog that it is.
Yeah,
but I've also got
processing and RAM.
Yeah.
It all started when they went to that new browser.
Yeah, tell him, Zeke, tell him.
You do, I bet you.
It's got to do with that new Edge browser. I tell you, these damn browser-based video games. What's going on, Zeke?
Oh, I'm standing out here on this big ass balcony, just kind of, letting my nether regions blow in the wind.
I see you actually mowed that there lawn. It's a big ass lawn.
There's about 200 goats, but we finally got it down.
Yep.
Good.
God damn it. I did not want full screen.
Hate when that happens.
Oh, full screen won't help anybody. So we do have a video clip that Scrota brought to our attention. Do you want to go to it?
Video
Because
clip.
then we can read Chris's comment.
Video clip. Scroll back.
Yeah. It's not even very far to scroll.
Yeah, I know.
Now
I just gotta get it queued.
You've got the Sears catalog that almost everybody used to rub one out, and the Victoria's Secret catalog, and and a bunch of other stuff.
Now, when was this stream? Do we know when this stream was?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. So,
yeah, so 2 months ago, Chris did that stream with Chris, and Chris had this to say. Are you ready to hit play?
I am.
3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, that would have been a lot.
But anyway, it'll be on there. But Richard obviously has is insanely creative and has a ton of good ideas. But just in terms of trying to get like the full, make everybody who's in the game now happy, I don't think he was the best person, overall, to be in charge of things. I mean, obviously he has a ton of great ideas, but in terms of the audience that the game has, I think the stuff that I have in general is more appealing to those players. Single player type stuff, story stuff, he obviously has the passion and he has way more knowledge and info on that. So
no, absolutely. Yeah, that would have been a lot.
Okay, so isn't that what most of the players are here for?
So Richard has great ideas, but Chris's ideas are better for all the players, especially those single players.
But, again, isn't that why are you here? Isn't it storyline?
Pretty much.
Isn't it following the books and the story?
Interactive
and,
world well, the question really becomes one where, what are the ideas that Chris created and has implemented?
Right. So you said there was a comment to this?
Yes, there is a comment from Scrota that says, Chris, while it may be true that his ideas could sometimes use some tweaks and fluff to meld well, I believe is true of anyone's ideas, especially yours. I think the reason people are playing the game is because it has the word Lord British in the title. I heard Richard say once that one of his regrets is that his games haven't been able to be polished in the manner he would have liked. It is plainly obvious that polish has never been one of Chris's list of priorities.
Right, now.
Tagging Lord British.
Now, again, that doesn't the last 20% with the polish what make the game? Isn't that we were told the first 80% is just laying the groundwork, and the last 20% in polish is what actually makes the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I don't want to.
Now, aren't we
go for it.
Aren't we still working on that polish?
Yes.
Well,
Wait, if we were working on things.
Well, yeah, I was being sarcastic.
But then that led into a bunch of conversations about the awesomeness that are the emotes and that Gixie created.
Yes.
And Scrota wants everybody to know that the
Gixie
best
awesomeness
part of the game is the grovel emote.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, should we ask Gixie about that uniform while we've got him here, Scrota?
What his cape?
No, the four-piece, four-man band.
Oh, he had nothing to do with that.
I thought he was the guy who did the whole four-man band thing.
Animation.
Well, he did the animation for it. He didn't, and as well as the original.
fucking
rigging
forced
of it.
to
Yeah.
wear that ugly ass outfit.
Well, that was the question: was did he have any input as
He-
to the outfit or
he-
not, or was that not
He
any of
probably
his?
did. Yeah.
So, but is it his fault that you wear that stupid outfit or not? Is really what the question comes down to.
Is it all your fault, Gix?
So,
It's always
Gixie, did you have
somebody's
any say on that uniform?
It's Laz's fault.
That's right. It's all Laz's fault. You all know that.
Yep.
All right! Exclamation! I love free shit. Yeah, Shadow Vice. Again, most people are here because the name Lord British and storyline adventure. What is the word I want?
Lord British brought almost everybody to the table.
Right.
Chris's name is technically not on the game anywhere other than Catnip Games. So unless you know that Chris is part of the project, you end up with, he's been the technical director from the beginning. So I did pose the question, like, name an idea that Chris had for the game that was implemented well.
I'm trying to think of one.
And I will point out that the deck system was the Chris invention, or it's not even an invention, but Chris is the one that really spearheaded it. And I know
Chris's
that
vision
at the
for
time,
combat.
Yeah, Chris's decision.
Targeting.
And that's one where it's like at the time he was playing a bunch of Hearthstone and people were doing a bunch of deck stuff. So he liked that mechanic and thought it was kind of cool. So he borrowed it for Shroud of the Avatar.
Barbie's Riding Club.
Yeah. Oh, Red Dragon is here because of Chris Spears. Barbie's Riding Club was a masterpiece.
I'm guessing that was one of the previous games that he'd worked on.
Yes, Barbie's Riding Club is one of Chris's old games.
Okay.
Then from there, Sentinel's pointing out, because I've never played Elder Scrolls Online, that ESO also had a deck system in it as well. So, yeah. And I do know that other MMOs did influence a bunch of the design decisions. I still can't believe that we can't move the health bars
when he gets back from his honeymoon.
Wizard Smoke. Yeah.
Now, if you want a good laugh, hold on. Me and Scrota had a good laugh last night. So let me look this one. Let me pull this one up.
I'd love to see like what portion of my CPU is being wasted on the inefficient code that is the interface.
Oh, that would be fantastic. So we're bringing up this conversation.
Not before we do this conversation, which me and Scrota had. We're gonna hit this one because I hadn't meant to, but we had a good laugh, so I figured I'm gonna share this with you and the world. Let's get this up on screen.
Right.
Okay, looking for a Lua add-on.
Yeah, so you remember this conversation last night, Scrota?
Yeah, it's one big joke.
I heard that people have been creating Lua scripts that will allow them to have their own combat bar, non-combat bar, and skill cast bar. Is this true? And if so, where can I find said Lua add-on? I'm looking for a Lua add-on that can fully replace my in-game user interface so that I can just F9 the in-game UI. Thanks in advance.
Don't even want to see any of it.
Yeah, sorry.
That's how bad it is.
Wah, wah.
Wish it was true,
but it's not.
Not currently possible. That would be a fantastic addition, though.
It would require too many variables, though.
What? What's really
hard.
what's really in the interface right now. I mean, you've got your chat window, your inventory, your character stuff, and if you replace that with your programmable version, then you could actually have all those elements actually doing things that you want them to do.
Yes, well, see, the catch is that in order to get all that interface, they have to expose all that stuff, and Chris doesn't trust the players enough to give them all that information because he knows what players will do with all that information, and yeah, that's just not
Make
good.
the game good.
I love.
Wow.
Yaz is like variables are hard for Atos. Yeah,
Yeah, because nobody ever works with variables.
variables.
Scroda sent the nude, did he?
Yeah, no, Scroda didn't send a nude.
Oh,
That's a
I was
lie.
gonna say, how did he con this? No, he's not on that list, or did he pay you
Yeah.
$5?
I've sent 3.
Yeah. Shadow Vice card system, is again, and I'm gonna take you all way back to a time long, long ago in a land far, far away, where we had a skill system and we had a book, and you could take your skills and you can place your skills anywhere you wanted on the screen. Okay? And you could just take that card, which would be your skill, and put it on the screen wherever the hell you wanted it. And you could just click that skill to cast that spell whenever that was, whenever you needed it.
So
Didn't have to wait.
Online.
Absolutely.
Well, you did
okay.
have to learn it, and you did have to have like certain levels in order to cast it.
You had to learn it. You had to have levels, absolutely. Prerequisites, absolutely. You had to find the recipes. You had to put your magic spell book together. All components of doing this, absolutely. But if you want to get back to how far along it's been since we've had these little icons floating around, that just gives you a good idea. That and reason why that's not highlighting so you guys can see it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
22
years.
Yes, but you used to be able to just take, and unlike this whole bar, I would be able to take any individual one of these and just place it wherever I want and indiscriminately use it. And I could do it for everything I knew, not just 10. Not just 10.
Well, the scary part is, if you really think about it, that was on a 640 by 480 screen that you were doing that on.
And I still had plenty of room.
And maybe if you were lucky, you got up to 800 by 600.
Actually, I was running 1024 by 768 by that time. So, yeah. Gotta be 1024 by 768, man. That
17-inch monitors, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Heavy?
Oh, yeah, actually, that was on CRTs.
Yeah, CRT, 15 and 17-inch CRTs, which weighed 70 pounds. Yes.
They weighed more than your PC did. Absolutely, they'll give you a hernia.
Yeah.
All right! Exclamation! I love free shit. Gonna be picking a winner for the mystery game key, so get in on the action. Toss us 300 bits. I'll send you a mystery game key. Help support the stream. Toss us 500 bits, or make that little bar up there hit 500 bits. We'll stop what we're doing, play marbles.
And someone's knocking at my door right now. Hold on.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
What?
Huh?
Always something.
It's always something. That's right. At least I know who's knocking on my door. I can see who comes up the driveway.
Not right now.
Oh. He's got a real live person there.
Well, not entirely. There's someone asking if they wanted the yard done.
Oh.
Yes. My grass allergies are absolutely insane. If you want a fun experiment, it's like you could take like a blade of grass, like run it on my leg, and then you can watch it just like start welting up. It's kind of
cool. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
But anyway,
completely missed the race. Can't believe him.
Yeah,
Not
so
bad.
don't get me started on the combat system, the card system.
Yep.
It
All
can be
right.
okay, but
We're
it's
we're
just
gonna we're
so
gonna go ahead and
convenient.
close out this giveaway. Pick ourselves a winner. Hope everybody's in. If not, you get in on the next one.
Missed it, neck or nut.
Treasure
So-
Pile. Congratulations, you are the winner. And let's see what Treasure Pile has won. Treasure Pile. Oops, it's refreshing. Hate when that happens. I hate when that happens.
Waiting for Laz to figure that out so that way we can talk about some surveying.
We can talk about some fun stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
Congratulations, Treasure Pile, winning a copy of Doom 2. Congrats to you.
Congrats. Man, I
Doom-
miss playing Doom 2.
Doom 2 on Steam.
Yeah. I think that's... So, let me know when we're ready for some surveying.
Yeah, I gotta get that topic up there. I gotta move it
Okay.
over. There it is.
Because once upon a time, surveying was supposed to mean something. And now we're waiting for the last.
Yep,
And
it's
I'm
up.
just sitting
It's
here
up.
Scribbling
Oh,
stuff.
waiting on you.
Okay. Then, so surveying, since most players can see the various nodes, perhaps we can use survey skill as a modifier to the number of mats harvested, mined, or logged. With a mining survey skill of 80, I get a times 1.5 to the total of ores mined. 3 gold ores becomes 5, rounded up. You can have a soda curve to determine this modifier. It's simple to implement. It helps increase productivity. Wish Chris would consider this. That would actually make surveying a little bit more beneficial. Yeah. Real TVs have curves.
Yes. Now, continue with the next post on this because he.
For mining, it could have been a system much like UOs, except mining would simply control percent chance. But everything was initially either an iron or a copper node, and survey increased the likelihood of finding extra nugget or two. No, it never actually did that because it never actually changed that.
Actually, it just changed by where you were, and you had a random chance depending on your skill. It depended on where you played. In the original, you had to go to certain actual locations.
Well, are you talking about like UO where it's like, okay, the Valorite's going to spawn in this one location and you have to be exactly there?
Exactly, yes. Yes.
And so everybody had maps marked out to where it's like, okay, I'm going to be mining.
But you could mine the whole mountainside, and it was all initially copper or iron. Absolutely.
Yeah. But at the same time, you could mine
everything,
spot.
Right? Yes.
Every single tree you could cut down unless it was a little bush.
You could even mine certain rocks in the game if you knew about that. There were certain big boulders that you can go up and you can actually mine as well.
I still miss that as far as the element. I mean, it's like, but that's one where it's like you have to make the assets available for that feature. Instead,
next giveaway now open.
Since you're supposed to impact the world, that's where it's like you cut down a tree, then it disappears and until it respawns. It magically grows back a few minutes later. If they did that for every
stages growth.
If they did that for every single tree, that stages of growth would be really cool there, Scrota.
That's variables.
Now
that's variables.
Now I've seen in this is a runner, Terraria. that they have that. You know, your trees grow back, and you'll actually see this tree grow in stages as time progresses. You know.
Yeah. And the cool thing about that would be it's like it's going to force like it takes an hour for a tree to fully regrow, and then you can go clear out a forest, and then like if multiple people are farming that forest, yeah, whatever. Whereas if you end up like mining, you can mine every single surface. It deconstructs it until it gets to something that you cannot mine. So it's like one little layer on top of it is actually the mining surface. And then it would regrow. But that just changes the majority of it to like scrap rocks. And then from there, it's like, okay, you're not actually getting. Yeah, you got to mine a lot of scrap, man.
It's, you know, like gold and silver
rubble,
scrap.
isn't it?
Gold and silver scrap. What?
Rubble.
Rubble much?
Yeah, but there's so many different ideas that could have been created initially that would have actually made really awesome gameplay as far as harvesting goes. But unfortunately, it was not designed with any of this in mind. And so it's going to take until episode 12 for something like that to actually become a reality, to where it's like you really are impacting the world with what you're doing. It would be even cooler if you could actually plant trees in your player-owned town and do everything else. Yeah, harvesting in Elder Scrolls Online is less of a pain compared to Shroud. Yeah.
Now again, you know, he put in some really good things that were great stuff originally, but fixed because they were bugged. Yeah.
Bug.
Yeah. Yes, at one point in time, Jacob White did actually have node locations on the map as well.
And you could physically take the map on your end. If you had the online map, you could use your layer and you could go and actually mark cotton, iron, tungsten, and put markers down and build your own map. So that's another topic that maps that's being talked about right now. We haven't even talked about yet. Maybe we'll get to that Thursday.
Crossfire's Bug's Eyes, like those ideas don't really work with scenes we can easily reset. I'm not a big fan of scene instances because it's too easy to exploit them.
Yeah.
That is true. So you actually have to make it to where it's like, you would actually have to set up a system to where it's like, okay, these are going to be, everything's going to be one world. Everybody's get to deal with everything. And then from there, it's like you have to create like tons of scenes.
Scene resetting exists because variables.
Now, Sentinel, is that something that the Lua is getting from the game data out of ESO, or is that something that you're able to build yourself? He's talking about a Harvest Map Lua add-on that he's been using.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, you really should be able to compete with other players for resources, realistically, but it's one where it's like, there's all kinds of promises that it's like, hey, you can be that crafter and never leave town and have a viable job, but that's not really the case. Yeah.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Right, but what I'm trying to figure out is it populating a list of resources on a map that's always there, that everybody and anybody can see. That's more likely than not game generated. So the game is actually telling you where you can go on the map to get that stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, you know. Yep. It's only seen by you. Okay, so when you go out and you running around the world and you encounter something, it marks it on your map, is what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. Even at that, that's a cool add-on for Lua. So that once you're out there, it goes ahead and just like we have with zones here. Once you've visited the zone, you remember the zone and you can go back there. Well, once you've visited the ore spawn, you can remember where it is and it should show up on your map. Now, again, that's one of those things. Going back to spawns, okay, and we had this has got going back a couple of years now. Now, technically, the way the spawners were supposed to be working after they did their pass back in the day was that only 1/3 of the spawners would be active at any given time in the scene. And once you entered the scene, the spawners would start their timers and they would start to populate. And once you mined, this 1/3, then the next 1/3 would spawn, and you would have to continually keep moving in order for all the different spawns to work. Does that function that way at the current time and date? Not that I'm aware of, because every time I go into a scene, I pretty much know where those things are going to spawn. And
and it's always the same trees are spawned. The other thing was, since almost every scene has 4 or 5 entrances, mobs were also supposed to come in from those entrances in different waves. And if you were at an entrance, they were not supposed to come in at that spot because, hey, it's there. Or they were. But it's one where it's like, and the monsters were supposed to fight each other and everything else, but then they made most monsters not fight each other and changed the faction system.
That was great, and even in some scenes you'll still see that. And of course, in some scenes, it's the 2 biggest heavy hitters that are your bosses killing each other. So if you get it at the right time, all you got to do is go there, watch them knock each other down, plunk 2 arrows in them, and walk away with all the experience.
XP,
and win,
XP. But it's one where it's like, you know what? That system needs to be fully implemented to actually make scenes actually more viable, which means that like every scene should have like 6 different monster types that can show up. It could be your bandits. It could be bears, wolves, skeletons, and something else. And then it's like all just different waves in different locations. And it's like, one is going to displace another.
What do those 2 words mean together? Fully implement something?
Fully implemented?
Fully implemented, right?
Fully implemented means that you don't half-ass it and say that we've done this system and not really done it.
You don't like having to sort your teleport to zone list every time you open it?
Oh, well, that's Oh, yeah. We were talking. We were. That was another topic for last night. Is variables, and you want to see the best variable in the game? Just stand up and hit your teleport to zone, or hit your teleport to, and there's your best variable, because that list never comes up the same way twice. If you want to talk about variables,
so I've got. The 2 talents, Obsidian Trial, Kingsport, Owl's Head, right? For Obsidian Trials, Ardoris, Brittany Estates.
Variables are hard.
Siren Song Bayou, Solace Bridge Outskirts, and then Crossroads Alleys. It's like, never the same. It's like variables are hard, man.
Yeah, I mean, alphabetical sort, hello. Well, actually,
a consistent sort. Remembering how you're actually supposed to sort. Yeah, fantastic.
When I sort by location, of course, the 2 fishing locations, if anybody doesn't know, the 2 yellow locations are the 2 fishing hotspot towns that are picked every day. But why South March Village?
It's that one grayed out.
Is grayed out, and I can't I can't go there is up there. I don't know why that's there. Is that? Oh, I know why. South Marsh is one of them that were taken out of the game, I believe, that no longer exist.
Oh, so leave it in the list, though. That's good.
But yeah. But in order to get it, you actually have to go click sort by location in order to do that. And again, even if you told it to sort by location, the next time you come down and click it, it comes back.
You get to resort it.
Yeah. I mean, so,
It's a good thing that my destination list is so short, so it's so much easier to deal with. Hey, no commercials on my side because I haven't set them up.
Yes.
And you get random games of marbles in the background.
Jack also has a real job these days.
Yeah, and random phone calls and conversations and everything else. Yeah, I do not want to do my 2:00 meeting. I will say that, like, between meetings today, it's like I was in the bathroom getting ready to take a shower and another meeting call. It's like
another meeting.
Fuck. Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along, we got to jump over to the website. Head on over to NBNN.info for that wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, which is brought to us by our sponsor, GrabFreeGames.net. You've got yourself, 6 days left to get in on a chance to win Beyond the Steel Sky Steam giveaway with our sponsor out there, GrabFreeGames.net, right here on NBNN.
Okay, so that community calendar is on nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button and look at the aggregated mess of all the Google Public Calendars related to Shroud that guy knows about. If you have a Google Public Calendar related to Shroud and you want it hooked up, you need to message news@nbnn.info, Discord, email, in-game, whatever, somewhere. You need to message him with a link to it. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia Time.
Yeah. Yeah, and at Necronut, that is very fucking true. Update your fucking calendars.
You know who you are.
I read that verbatim, man. Update your fucking calendars. Verbatim. That's Necronut saying, not mine.
You Sentinel, if I get lucky, you might get to see one more. It's one 30-second clip every 15 minutes if you're interested. to know what the schedule is.
Yep. Then
thank you for your support in watching those commercials. It helps pay the bills. Thank you very much.
Yes, we just report things. We don't make it up generally. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You need to tune in your ether amplifiers to way to your Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news, so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us. And then at 7 p.m. on WRFB is the 70s at 7. That is followed at 10 p.m. by the Weckoed Room with Waz's Wad, where he covers some rock and roll history from 1946 to 1974. And I'm watching it right now between my monitors and my desk.
And you're tuned in to Lunch with Lass and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube and or Twitch. We do appreciate it no matter how you're watching. And if you haven't already done so, do us a favor, click those links below, click those links above, the follow, the notify, the alerts, the subs, and of course, every little bit helps. If you got a chance, donate some bits. We love bits. That's our preferred method of donation. We get to keep every single one of them, and we do appreciate your support. Of course, you can donate direct. Click the links below on either of our streams and donate directly, or you can go to the website, use the links out there, or become a patron at patreon.com/NBNN. Moving right along, the Britannian Mining Company wants you to check out Black Rock Cove. If you're looking for guild pricing like you see here in the updated price list, which was just updated a couple weeks ago, Go out to Black Rock Cove because those are the prices you can expect to pay for all your goods. It's just a partial list of the guild pricing. If you want more guild pricing, go out to bmcguild.com/price guide for more. Check out the Britannian Mining Company in Black Rock Cove today. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us, two idiots interpreting the news at 12s and 6s around the clock, Monday through Friday, except for those days that we're not here, which is going to be tomorrow, is going to be one of those days. So tune in maybe for one idiot, or not. He's probably taking a day off too.
Well, remember our rule. If one of
us can't be here,
real life cannot be here, we take the day off. If there's a possibility.
Now, again, the interpretation of that rule changed when Jack got a daytime job working from home. He's still there. He just can't be available for the show for sometimes.
And sometimes those meetings get pushed and pulled. And
you guys have been seeing the craziness of this train wreck, and it just gets crazier every year. You just never know what you're going to find out.
I'm trying to help the train wreck.
That's right.
Continue on.
Shroudmusic.com for your ABC file needs. And we had somebody come along last night. We were out fishing last night doing some fishing stuff for one of these contests, and somebody was enjoying Scrota's music files and introduced them to Shroudmusic.com, where you can get your ABC file needs taken care of as well. Upload or download out at Shroudmusic.com. GrabFreeGames.net. Don't forget, 6 days left to get out to GrabFreeGames.net and get a chance to win a game. I forget the name of the game. Yeah, Grab Free. What's the name of the game again? Beyond the Steel Sky. Beyond the Steel Sky. And Capheus's wares. Capheus has got all your wood goods. He's got the soft wood. He's got the hardwood. He's got the soft patch. He's got the hard patch. He's got all your needs taken care of. Out there at ShroudMarketplace.com, because ShroudMarketplace.com is the place to go to get all your virtual vendable goods taken care of here in Shroud of the Avatar.
And Caffeine is saying, go buy all of his wood because he's under quarantine.
Go buy his wood.
Yeah, he needs to sell you more wood. So go to Capheus's wares. You know what? You could even buy that distillery, winery, and brewery kit as well from Capheus's
in a kit. That's right. All ready to go.
Kit, all prepared, as well as like all the ingredients to like make your whatever. Anything and everything Shroud related can be bought or sold as long as it's not a bannable offense at Shroud Marketplace. That goes from accounts to game gold, crowns of the obsidian, all the way to services. Anything and everything. Over 190 different players registered as vendors, almost at 200. But anything and everything. Each one of those vendors is responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. So you get actual competition. It's like, hey, who's selling gold for 1 million for this amount? Who's selling it for that amount?
Let's go take a look at Game Gold. Let's see what kind of competition we got in Game Gold out there. Click on the Game Gold button, and somebody's got windmills. How did that come up?
Because you clicked on something else?
Windmill spells cancer.
There we go. Game Gold.
He goes, whew.
10 million for $338.
I know, 500K, 500K. It's like even in the 500K, you can see two different people have different
1730,
prices.
1750. That's right. You can shop.
$1 million for 32. 5
Gotta
million
love this
for
shit.
168. Yeah. All kinds of different prices. Each one of those players responsible for setting their own prices and maintaining their own inventory. And so you get a look. Especially whenever you get to the crowns of the obsidian. Those things go up, put up for sale, and then they disappear.
They're
relatively
gone.
quickly.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, no. All the way to services, including leveling services, deco services, Scrota's music service, where $5 gets you
Anything you want.
That's right.
including Scrota. You can even see it's like all kinds of stuff, like Mom's ore refining service. You gotta love Mom, the patron saint of lazy avatars. That's why she is Mom, because she had kids, so that way they could come in there and push the E button over and over and over again, so she doesn't have to.
That's right.
Child labor.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, turn all that ore into ingots, along with that pile of coke. Yeah, all the way to a wedding service by that guy.
That's right. Lazarus Long's Weddings and More, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. If you're looking to get hitched in game, come see me, because I've got everything you need to get hitched. If you're looking for all the wedding attire, you're looking for custom lot arrangement, you're looking for custom vows, you name it, we'll do it for your... No, Scroda hasn't given me any details on what kind of arrangements he wants. I think he's getting a little getting some wet feet over here, you know. The whole cold feet, yeah, that's what it is. Cold feet.
Yeah. I gotta work on Horsey some.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that Horsey consents to it.
We've been fighting lately, so.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, that's no good. But anyway, that's right. Don't forget Lazarus Long's Weddings and More, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. If you're looking for telethon rares, we've got plenty. If you're looking for bulk ore, I've got loads of it. If you need bulk granite, we got that too. You need suet, you name it, we've probably got it out of shroudmarketplace.com. And of course, check out all the stores at the marketplace, because plenty of places for you to check out on shroudmarketplace.com. But meanwhile, it's that time of the day. We need to wrap things up. I don't know. Do you got a meeting to go to at 1 o'clock, or just not just yet today?
My next meeting's actually at 2, but
at 2 o'clock today.
I do need to grab a snack or something like that. And,
very cool. Let's see. I see. Yeah, somebody commented Marquee Dragon is actually streaming today.
Oh, he is?
Yep, he's actually streaming, but I don't know. Should we raid Marquee, or should we raid a lower player?
I'm going to go with Orion.
Orion, okay.
Underdog.
Yeah.
We will raid Orion. But meanwhile, we've got... did I run those wonderful credit footage? Did that run? I don't think there's anybody to say anything special to. Maybe Waldo. Not even Waldo today. Bummer.
Nothing. Nothing.
Anyway, we're going to close out this giveaway. We're going to pick ourselves a winner. And Econdis, congratulations. You are the winner of a game key. Let's see what Econdis won before we get out of here. What did Econdis win? Econdis has won Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Congratulations, Econdis. Sid Meier's Civilization 5 for you. Thank you for being a supporter. And $29.99, $30 game out there on Steam. Cool. And we'll be back with more on Thursday, because we're not going to be here tomorrow. Right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
And I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all on Thursday.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Clear.